By the time you found this video, I guess you've already watched other videos about the Shinkansen or bullet trains. So this time, I'll skip basics and dive straight into the following topics about the Shinkansen. The first one is the 4 main ways to purchase Shinkansen tickets. The second one is how to buy Shinkansen ticket at lower price. The last one is types of Shinkansen car and Shinkansen seats. By the way, many of Shinkansen related videos currently available on YouTube is made for tourists. However, I believe this video will also be useful for foreigners living in Japan. Let's start with the 4 main ways to purchase Shinkansen tickets. First one is buying tickets at Midori no Madoguchi. The second one is ticket machine. The third one is Smart EX. And the fourth option is travel agency. To put it simply, if you're a foreign tourist, Midori no Madoguchi or ticket machine should be the easiest choice, and for those living in Japan, Smart EX should be the most helpful option. And if you want to book a Shinkansen tickets together with a hotel, a travel agency is the best choice, and you will also have a big discount, which I will talk about later in this video. Okay, let's start with Midori no Madoguchi. Midori no Madoguchi is a staff ticket office. There is not much things to explain about this, but if you find ticket machine and online purchasing confusing, the staff can assist you for buying tickets. The main drawback is the time it takes. Major train stations that have Shinkansen platforms are often crowded, which means you will encounter long lines at Midori no Madoguchi. In that case, ticket machine are faster option. You can purchase tickets using either cash or credit cards. Here is a quick 30 seconds tutorial. Change the display language via top right corner of the screen. Select your seat type. For this explanation, let's assume you are booking a reserved seat and choose Shinkansen reserved seat. Enter departure and arrival station, date, time, number of passengers, and train car. If your suitcase exceeds 116 cm in all dimensions, you will need to select a seat that accepts oversized luggage. And confirm the seat type, select your preferred seat location, and choose whether you need a one-way or round-trip ticket. Proceed with payment, and you're done. I know it exceeded 30 seconds. Sorry. As I said earlier, using Midori no Madoguchi or ticket machine should be straightforward for foreign tourists. And the third option for buying Shinkansen ticket is Smart EX. Smart EX is an online ticketing service for Shinkansen routes between Tokyo and Kagoshima. It allows you to link your IC cards such as Suica or Ikoka. And here 10 kinds of IC cards are supported, turning them into tickets for Shinkansen travel. In short, if you live in Japan and already use one of them for daily commutes or travel, Smart EX is highly recommended. And if you live in a city and often take trains and don't have one of these, what are you doing? Personally, I've linked my mobile Suica app with Smart EX, which lets me buying Shinkansen tickets and passing through ticket gates using just my smartphone. Of course, using Smart EX, there is no need for you to wait in lines or using ticket machine. And the last option is travel agencies. JTB and HIS are common travel agencies in Japan, and you can find their desks in a mall or urban areas. Interactions are generally in Japanese, so you may struggle if you're a beginner in Japanese, but they offer discounts when you book Shinkansen tickets together with hotels. Details on these discounts will be explained later. So up to this point, these are the 4 main ways to purchase Shinkansen tickets. Okay, next, let's talk about how to purchase Shinkansen ticket at a lower price. For example, if you're traveling from Tokyo Station to Shin Osaka Station, the standard fares are non-reserved seat 13,870 yen, reserved seat 14,720 yen, green cars 19,590 yen. But these prices are for the Nozomi. If you don't know what Nozomi is, this is the one of the Shinkansen car. And here, let's compare them to Kodama. Kodama is a different kind of Shinkansen train. Non-reserved seat 13,870 yen, same as Nozomi, but reserved seat 14,400 yen, green cars 19,270 yen. Price differences are small, but Kodama tickets are slightly cheaper than Nozomi. At this point, you may be wondering about differences between Nozomi and Kodama. This comes down with the number of stops. Let's compare them between Tokyo and Shin Osaka Station. Kodama stops at every station between Tokyo and Shin Osaka, but Nozomi only stops at 4 major stations along the way. This means the travel time differs significantly. Kodama takes about 4 hours from Tokyo to Shin Osaka, but Nozomi completes the same trip in just 2 hours and 20 minutes. This is why Kodama tickets are a bit cheaper. Okay, now let's talk about types of Shinkansen. Many tourists visiting Japan are likely to use Shinkansen between Hakata and Tokyo, more specifically Tokaido and Sanyo Shinkansen lines. However, in total, there are 10 Shinkansen routes, and beside the Nozomi and Kodama, there are 19 other types of trains running on these routes, and these lines connect 107 Shinkansen stations from Shin Hakodate Hokuto Station in the north, Kagoshima Chuo Station in the south. And just for reference, I pasted a link for table in the description showing the stops for each train type on the most frequently used route between Tokyo Station to Hakata Station. And let's go back to the topics of how to buy Shinkansen ticket in lower prices. There are 4 methods to buy tickets in lower prices. The first one is select cheaper type of seat. The second one is purchase round-trip discount tickets. And the third one is use the express reserve system. And the last one is booking a Shinkansen tickets together with a hotel. The fourth method in particular offers significant discounts, which I wasn't even aware of until making this video. And this is one of the moments that I'm glad I'm doing a YouTube, even this channel is not monetized. Anyways, I'll explain each method including points that you have to watch out for. The first one is selecting the cheaper type of seat. I just talked about ticket fares difference between Nozomi and Kodama trains, but even within the same train, the price varies depending on the seat type you choose. But I think many of you are already familiar with this, so I'll just go through this quickly. Take the Nozomi, for example. The ticket prices vary depending on whether you choose a non-reserved seat, a reserved seat, or green car. But what are the specific differences between these seats? Let's start with non-reserved and reserved seats. As the name suggests, non-reserved seats don't allow you to choose your seat in advance. So whether you get a seat depends on how crowded it is. In contrast, reserved seats allow you to secure a specific seat beforehand. If you buy a non-reserved seat ticket, but all seats are taken once you get on Shinkansen, you'll have to keep standing for the whole journey. Non-reserved seat and reserved seat have the same seat arrangement, 5 seats per row with 3 seats on one side and 2 seats on the other side. Additionally, availability of power outlets varies by train car. On some cars, power outlets are located at the end of the armrest, so it's good to keep in this mind. And next, let's talk about green cars. Green car seats arrangement is 4 seats per row, 2 seats on each side, offering more spacious seating compared to non-reserved seat and reserved seat. These seats also come with footrests. Lastly, there are S-Work seats, which are introduced in October 2021. S-Work seats are available in Car 7 on Nozomi, Hikari, and Kodama trains. They are designed for passengers who want to work during their ride and featuring customization such as faster Wi-Fi, having drink holders, table designed to prevent them from touching the seat back in front, a tilting table that slides toward you for easier typing, a middle seat divider on the 3-seat side to provide more privacy. By the way, having S-Work seats cost additional 1,200 yen on top of the reserved seat fare. And actually, there is one more. It is called Grand Class. Grand Class is another premium option, comparable to first class seating on airplanes. However, Grand Class is only available on certain trains running on northern routes, so you wouldn't see this for travel between Tokyo and Fukuoka. The key takeaway here is that even you're traveling on the same route and taking same train type, the ticket price can vary depending on the type of seat you choose. The second option to get lower price ticket is to buy round-trip discount tickets. If your one-way travel distance is 601 km or more, you can save 10% on your ticket price. The key point to remember is that this discount only applies to trips longer than 601 km. So for example, the distance between Tokyo and Shin Osaka is 550 km. So this doesn't qualify.
Why, Dada? Why?
This is business.
This is my sweat.
I know, but I did business.
Shut up!
And here's the bad news. JR Company has officially announced that round-trip discount ticket will be no longer available after 2026 March.
Shut up!
This is business.
The third option to buy Shinkansen ticket in lower price is buying tickets on Express Reserve. I would say this is useful option for anyone who's living in Japan. Express Reserve is a subscription online booking service for the route from Tokyo to Hakata station. The subscription annual fee is 1,100 yen. Its main advantage is to access early bird discounts. By booking your ticket in advance, you can purchase tickets at 5 to 25% off price. This service requires an IC cards like Suica or Ikoka, as I mentioned earlier in this video, so making it more suitable for anyone living in Japan rather than short-term tourists. And the last option is to book Shinkansen tickets and hotels together. When planning a trip, most people book Shinkansen ticket and hotel separately. However, if you book both through a travel agency like JTB or Japan Travel Agency, you can save on both the train fare and the hotel costs. The discount rates vary depending on the travel distance and the hotels you choose. For instance, let's compare prices for a one-night trip from Nagoya to Hakata with a stay at Hotel Nikko Fukuoka. First, let's look at the price if you book Shinkansen and hotel separately. The price of a reserved seat on the Shinkansen between Nagoya and Hakata is 19,310 yen one way, so 38,620 yen for a round trip. A stay at Hotel Nikko Fukuoka costs 36,900 yen, bringing the total to 75,520 yen. I tried to book the exact same trip as a package tour through the official website of JTB, which is a travel agency. The price came out to 65,800 yen. That is 9,720 yen cheaper. Of course, you can choose another hotel as well. By the way, other than JTB, there are several websites where you can book Shinkansen ticket and hotels together for discounts. If you're interested, please check the video description for the details. Okay, so this wraps up the ways to purchase Shinkansen ticket at a lower price. And this is the final topic. Let's talk about Japan Rail Pass. As this has been already mentioned in other videos, and if you try to search about Japan Railway Pass, the price of the Japan Rail Pass increased in October 2023, making it less worth to get it compared to before. Whether you should buy a Japan Rail Pass or not, this is totally depends on how many Shinkansen rides you're taking within the specific period of dates. Regarding this, I pasted a link in the description to a website that calculates how much travel is needed to make the Japan Rail Pass worth it, so you can check that. Okay, in this video, I've covered some Shinkansen tips, including how to buy ticket at lower price. If you have any question related to this video or not, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.